Hello from the city of London. Guys, it is a lovely Saturday morning. Lovely but gloomy, but that does not mean it's not a lovely one, because it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the festive season. It's not my favorite month yet. My favorite month is December, but November is still a great build-up, and the Christmas lights are on. London is getting ready. We are excited. Serotonin stimulation all around, baby. So I figured I've been traveling quite a bit, and as much as I love it, it's important to rest through having time to yourself as well. And I mean, even if you were solo traveling, it's good to have some time at home, getting back into routine. And today I'm going to have a self-care day. I am meeting a friend, so visiting from Spain. I'm going to meet her at night, and we're going to reunite, inshallah. But before then, I need to have a bit of a Sims day and rejuvenate. I mean, I just came from a very, alhamdulillah, rejuvenating trip. The wonderful, wonderful woman that she is, John, invited the girls to Tenerife, and oh my gosh, it was like my battery was zero, or not zero, but my battery wasn't the highest, and now I feel like it's green, you know, like on the iPhone or Samsung. I'm gonna be inclusive. Selena, if you're listening. Yeah, the battery is full, and I'm ready to kickstart the remaining of this quarter, or this year, let's say. And yeah, it was such a lovely time. But I think a key highlight of mine, apart from just being at a warm and welcoming home and having, oh my god, Preeti's amazing food, paella, Basque cheesecake, and the lovely packages she made us, but a highlight was definitely escaping to near Mount Teide. And guys, it was surreal. Like the sunset, wow. It reminded me, oh my god, I'm smelling like a really good smell. I have no groceries right now, so I'm going to Aldi to get some. But what was I saying? Yeah, it just reminded me of the good old days, you know, when you disconnect, live your life at camp or Duke of Edinburgh. Maybe Duke of Edinburgh wasn't necessarily living the life, because you have to collect your own trash, and you have to basically survive with not much resources, but the ones that you're carrying on your back that are very heavy. But no, it was such a fun time. I highly recommend Duke of Edinburgh to anyone who has the opportunity to do it and is considering. So that's that. But it reminded me of those times and just enjoying being out in nature. I've been so much in I've been so consumed by the metropolitan urban city life, which I love, don't get me wrong. I'm so grateful to be living in such a space. I am a city girl at heart, but it's great to have a getaway with the girls, and we were having nice conversations in the car. No, it was splendid. But what else was... I honestly would highly recommend Tenerife. I lived like more of the local life perspective, but we did do some touristy activities. Like we went to Siam Park, this water park, and it was so freaking fun. I forgot how fun water parks were, and it's made me want to go to a water park when I'm back home, because we have water parks. But I used to be scared of rides growing up, and then because I have emetophobia, and it's not too severe, alhamdulillah, but like I just really get anxious and uncomfortable with the concept of the V word. I call it the V word. My friends all use the word V word around me, because I don't want to be explicit about it. It's not the most delightful topic. But for those who aren't understanding, it's vomit. I just have a phobia of it. But and the thing is, like they say, phobias stem from an event when you're younger, right? And I do have an event in mind that I think maybe initiated it, because I don't necessarily recall being that anxious or scared about it before, but I just think generally I've always been very scared of it. But anyway, let's talk about something better. I don't want to bring this into this podcast, because I'm enjoying this episode, and I don't want to associate with this. But also it's like, face your fears. I don't know. I'm going to leave it for now, but I am getting better. I'm working on getting better. And why was I talking about emetophobia in the first place? Rides, yes. So that's why I used to kind of avoid rides. Even airplanes, like I'd get scared of sitting next to strangers for that reason. But I'm becoming better, and with rides, like, I did this one roller coaster once in Sega Republic in Dubai, and it was so fun that it just got me to do more and more roller coasters. I will say though, I don't like repetitive roller coasters, because that like makes that from my sensation initiates more nausea, because it's just super repetitive, and I feel like also it makes others more nauseous. I don't know, but it's just also not as enjoyable, and it makes me scared. So I like rides with variation, like roller coasters. And so there's this ride called the Tower of Power, and it's one of those rides where like you go straight down, it's just a drop, boom, and like you go straight, and then you enter, you finish in the water, and you get up. And we have something similar in Atlantis. I cannot remember what it's called. Oh, Leap of Faith, I think that's what it's called. I was trying to remember the other day, but now I remember. Yeah, we have the Leap of Faith, and I always avoided it, and I never really went back to Atlantis in recent years, or at least in my teenage years, I would say. But now that I did the Power of Tower, which is so similar, I feel like I could do it, inshallah, so that's cool. But I was really scared, and I was like, am I meant to do this? Because they told you to like wrap your arms around your waist, around your shoulders, and your legs around on top of each other. So I was like triple checking. Oh my god, oh no, never mind, sorry. There's this place called Bounce, and I thought it was the Bounce that we have in Dubai, but it's not. I miss Bounce though. Bounce is a trampoline park. That was fun. We used to go a lot when I was younger. But so yeah, Science Park, there was a lot of walking, but I think lots of calories were burned in that one day, because oh my god, the amount of stairs we had to walk. But it was cool. It was like a forest vibe, and felt like you're out in nature. The views are insane. Cruising with the girls was so fun. The song of the trip was Move by Adam, I forgot his name, but the one specifically with Camilla. Was it Camilla or Camilla? I say Camilla Cabello, but yeah. That was the vibe. We went to this restaurant oh my god, gorgeous view of the sea. Felt like you're in the sea. In fact, we went to many of those, and one of them was, oh my god, the seafood. The octopus was the best octopus I've ever eaten, and I love octopus, so wow. Quality was so rich. And the other one I was talking about, it was funny because the service was great, but the paellas were just, they weren't paellaing. Guys, the first time we ordered the black rice paella with squid, and it was very salty. Like, I took the first bite and I was like, guys, this is salty, but I don't really mind because I like salty food. But then John was like, bro, it's like I could have just gone and took a cup to drink water from the sea. Like, it was a bit too salty. So, like, we're paying for the paella, we want it to be edible, and so we ended up switching it for a normal paella. But then the normal paella had like undercooked rice, and we were like, bro, like, sorry, but we can't eat undercooked rice. I mean, like, some of us felt so bad, but in the end they didn't charge us for the paella, because like even the chef tried, and he was like, okay, yeah, this is not this is not how you cook paella. But you know what, I was saying to the girls, like, the one who gave the feedback, credits to her. I'm not saying her name just in case she doesn't want me to, but no, she's bold. I love her. I respect her, and I think it's great that she said it and had the balls to say it, because this feedback can be life-changing for them. It could be the next step in their restaurant career. They could have much better reviews, they could have many more customers, good word of mouth. So I think it's really important that they receive that feedback. So that was that, and just walking around, the conversations, the late nights, the love. Oh my god, the beach, sleeping and tanning by the beach. Wow. And the seawater. Oh, also, I did such a spontaneous thing. I cut my hair short, and I cut my hair without speaking the language. Like, they were speaking Spanish, the ladies, and I can kind of gather the. It's getting noisy. Bear with me. I can gather and capture the message when people are having a conversation in Spanish, but obviously not specifically word for word. So John was kind enough to translate. Okay, let the ambulance do its thing because it's important. It's helping lives. Yes, go ambulance, you go. Okay. And so the thing is the mirror. She was being an amazing translator, but the mirror was like cut halfway. It was not the mirror to have in a hairdresser. It was a very strange mirror that they had. So like I had to get off my seat to look at the full length they were showing me that they wanted to cut. And then I agreed to a length. And maybe I'm just not remembering correctly, but I remember the length I agreed to being longer than it actually was. And so my hair ended up being cut very short. But to be fair, that's what I wanted originally. I wanted like a very short haircut. And then I changed my mind to make it a bit longer because my hair is puffy and it puffs. But I was like, since I'm not in a humid climate at the moment, it should be okay, hopefully. And in the end, I have grown to love it. Oh my god, like, alhamdulillah. I've never cut my hair this short since... I haven't cut my hair this short since... Oh, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I haven't cut my hair this short since I was in year 7. So, I believe I was either 11 or 12. Last time, oh my god, so before teenagehood began. So, this is cool because it's the beginning of my 20s and I'm like, hey, new hair, new me. I then at one point was like, should I wait till my 21st birthday to do this? But in the moment I was like, whatevs. And I did it and I'm loving it. So it's cool, it's fresh, and I'm happy, which is what's most important. So far it's manageable. I think the weather is helping a lot. I don't know what it'll be like when I'm back home, but also it is winter, so inshallah khair. I don't know how. At first I was like, oh, this is just a one-time thing and then I'll go along. Or I didn't even think that deep into that, but now I'm thinking I would want to keep it short long term. I hope you guys can hear me. Sorry for the noise. But that was all about this weekend of recharging. I think it's really important to go and have time to recharge, to just have fun with your friends. I'll be honest, I was working while abroad because there was an opportunity to get involved in something that I really didn't want to miss, and I was committed, I was dedicated. I worked some strange hours, but each to their own, and to me that was something that was worth it and valuable. And it's weird because in the beginning I was like, ooh, I low-key wish I didn't take some time off for this, but then I was like, you know what, I was meant to. Everything happens for a reason, and it was a reasonable time because there's some other things happening after. So yeah, it's okay. You're allowed to. You need to take time off. I'm sure there's multiple pieces of evidence to show how important it is to rejuvenate and how you can come back and better to work after having taken a break. So this is your sign to go do something that gives you a form of escapism, a healthy and reasonable one. Think twice, not thrice, guys. But that was that, and I hope this gave you some serotonin. Go book a trip with your friends. Life is not long, and you gotta live it up and do what is good for you, what fuels you. A trip with your friends doesn't have to be a super active one. It could literally be it could even be in the same city, just going all together to your favorite, more not external, but like more outside the city park or green area, or it could be like a bonfire night. You could do a sleepover. Like for my 20th birthday, I did an at-home camping garden sleepover, the girls' night. and we had like a little bonfire, s'mores, some games. We built tents in the garden, which was that was stressful, and big credits to my dad and Senma, because I was struggling and they helped a lot. And yeah, go do something fun with your friends, because these are the moments, these are the memories that you'll look back at and be like, wow. Like, I'm a spontaneous traveler. I like to plan trips, but the trips I've been taking have been planned, except for Belgium, that was more spontaneous. But in uni, when you have more flexibility, if you have a reading week, or if you have even a weekend, if you plan ahead, maybe forecast to rearrange your work, and you're like, hey, I've seen a cheap ticket, why not go for it? Or do your cost benefit analysis in that moment. Like, can you take that risk and just book the flight and travel, or book the train? Traveling, if you can, is great, and that's why I say if you can, even like a day trip is great, because obviously there's lots of visa restrictions and not everyone can travel wherever they want. But trust me, like, some of my favorite trips are also local trips. Like, literally what I was saying about growing up and doing camping trips, those were some of the best trips of my life, and they were like 2 hours away from where I was, or where I went to school. Even now that I'm in the UK, we've done Isle of Wight, Weymouth. I really want to go to Brighton, I want to go to Exeter, I want to go to Cornwall. I've seen, what was a really good one? In London, like a trip to, okay, this is not really like much of an outside trip, but this is what I mean, it's still fun, like getting away a little bit, going into the Kenwood Park. Like, that was pretty far from me, and it felt like a day trip. Also, it was like a kind of a hassle to get there, because I got lost. I had recently moved, wasn't really sure how to navigate the buses and tubes, but that was so much fun. So have a think and live your life. Bizou, everyone. Have a great Saturday.